Our next comedian joining us only from Indiana, everybody. If you would, Boulder, give him a nice warm welcome. This is Peter Hines.
Thank you. Yeah, Brent books women. I mean, he really does. It's just so funny. I was standing next to him when she said that. I was like, well, this is embarrassing. I am from Indiana. I've been living out here for a little bit, so if you saw me wandering around back there and you were just like, I think that's Cornfield Bigfoot, you got it. I only got this flannel to blend in. This is my Colorado camo. I have been endlessly surprised by, first off, you guys know this place is great because I'm sure none of you were born here, right? Yeah, that person who laughed is like, I'm the only one. But I saw, and like all the stereotypes, like mountains, skiing, bikes, everything. I saw the most Colorado thing today. A guy with a Jeep Wrangler had a backpack on the back of the Jeep Wrangler. It was a Jeep made back, like what? Your car's backpacking? Damn, Colorado, you guys love packs. I am kind of looking forward to getting home though, because I felt so out of place here. Like, I'm a mountain minus. I can't wait to get back and just be the most ripped person back home again. Like, I'm 2 workouts away from making the Colts. Yeah. Here, me and Brent couldn't sit next to each other on a plane. Back home, I'm skinny. The longest walk anyone in Indiana takes is from your car to the grocery store. I do love this time of year. I grew up a Catholic kid. Do I have any other Catholic kids in here? Proper, way too much excitement. You were just like, woo, Team Jesus! He's taking my wheel all the time. No, I love over here because she was just like, yeah, that's why I have a therapist. So I have a therapist. And it was funny because when we started, I remember him asking me, he's like, so what are some of the things you want to accomplish in our time together? And I was like, well, as a kid, I had a whole bunch of Jesus and guilt just crammed up in here. He's like, all right, we can take care of that. Was it crammed anywhere else? I was not an altar boy, my man. Yeah, so it's wild because, like, being a Catholic kid and going to Catholic school, like, you get all these things told to you that, as an adult, I can see now they're like lessons and metaphors. But when you're a kid, they just seem like the truth. Right, other Catholic school kid who hated it? One of them was, Jesus was just like you. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I felt good. And then I went to the pool and got sunburned. I was like, now, wait a minute. If I would spend 40 days in a desert, melanoma would get me before the Romans, right? Like, if Jesus is a white man like me, that book ends so much quicker. Yeah, but I did want to have Jesus as a best friend growing up, because can you imagine how awesome it would be to go on spring break with the J dude? Like, he's got rocking hair and tight abs. He's beach ready all the time because he's got the flippies on. And yeah, we didn't bring enough alcohol that day. We just showed up to the beach with a 6-pack, but somehow everyone there got drunk. And then when I passed out, he carried me back to the hotel. And that's why there was only one set of footprints in the sand. Yeah, I'm using that Catholic education to get back at him one putt at a time. But I mean, we did do Christmas. I did notice, by the way, the menorah up here. I grew up around some Jewish kids, and they always were jealous of us for having Christmas. And I was like, why? You have 8 days of presents. And they're like, yeah, but it's a lot of socks. And I'm like, oh. So like it doesn't, what I figured out is that it doesn't matter what religion you are, kids just want presents, right? We just wanted presents. And then the one rich family did both. And we were like, I want that. But my mom, I don't know, maybe you guys have this. My mom is like the most boomer mom ever because we never got new bows. She would just recycle. She's using the same bag of bows that we've had since 1985. And same with the wrapping paper. Like, I remember there was this one print because it was like a Snoopy snow print, and I got a bike in that. But she would recycle it, but have to trim off edges where the tape was. And now you can probably only give a gift that fits in a ring box. I don't know. Maybe your moms are like, no, we're going to Hallmark every year. My mom was like, I don't think that's a real place. I am obviously a 3-story toddler. You guys can all see that. And get asked a lot of crazy questions. Like, you saw me, sir. What's the one question that popped in your mind that you want to ask me? Either one.
What does that little tag say on the top of your hat?
What does the little tag? That was not what I thought you were going. It's Denver Beer Company. Also more Colorado camo. Anyone else? What do you have a question when you see somebody like really tall walk in? What's your mind go to?
How tall are you?
How tall am I? All right, that's normal.
How often do you bang your head?
How often actually, that's fun. I was the one that laughed when Justine was talking about MRIs. Because the only time I got an MRI was, I got a concussion at work and I didn't have insurance, but they had to workman comp me. Yeah, I've had so many concussions. I don't know how many concussions I've had anymore. But basically I got an NFL brain without the bank account. No, those are all very normal, common questions. Here's one I got the other day. Hey, dude. How big's your dick? I bet you got a big hog. And I was just like, yo, Cooper, we just met tonight, man. This is not appropriate. But I do get that question from time to time. And I remember telling somebody, I was like, I don't know. And they're like, what do you mean you don't know? I was like, it's medium. I'm like, medium? Well, yeah, you know, when you go out and you want to order a steak, but you get it. Order it medium rare, comes out a little overcooked, it's medium. Was it the best steak you ever had? No. But it filled you up and you had a fine night. Yeah, medium. But there's a lot of medium dick energy in here tonight. I can feel it. I do have to go, but I know as a country, it's been a bummer that the government has started taking away certain healthcare rights, so I think it's the best time for all of us as a country to just come together. And let's talk about balls, baby. Let's talk about vasectomies. Let's talk about all the good things that can happen except babies. Hell yeah, where's my clip crew? Who are my snip soldiers in here? Well, that's not a good sign. Okay, Boulder likes to be fertile. Gotcha. And look, I get it. Sometimes I bring this up and I see it in guys' face and they're like, not my boys, I'll just use a condom. But look, guys, we know you're not going to. Right? It comes down to it. Don't got one. And sure, I'm not ripped for her pleasure, but I'm snipped for her peace of mind. And that's better, because it's guilt-free, fellas. And it only took me 20 minutes, and sure, I had to ice my balls for the next 2 days, but like Jesus in April on the 3rd, it rose again. And why are we putting all the pressure on women for birth control? We're pumping them full of hormones. We're putting metal in their uteruses. Guys, we all know we can't trust them to make good decisions. I ruined it. No, that's why I like it. No, that's just how I get the misogynist to be like, oh, he's got a point. And look, it's tough to get you guys to do this again when we live in a country where trucks still have nuts. And look, I don't get truck culture. Like, we all know trucks are ladies. They're V8s, that's 8 vaginas. The engine block's shaped like a uterus. What? I don't know, maybe these guys are the most progressive and they put the nuts on the truck and they're just like, you know what, Ford? I don't care if they sent you out as a lady. If you want to be a guy, I got your nuts right here because I'm on a mission. I'm on a transmission. Also, I don't think this is a problem in Boulder. I know I'm pitching to everyone here, but can we stop caring about unisex, gendered bathrooms? I don't care what you have between your legs. We all have assholes and we all are gross. I don't care who used it last. That's disgusting. All right, guys. Please welcome back Brent Gill. I've been Cornfield Bigfoot. Later.